Here we go. Back to the main scene, episode 5. We're back. Actually, we're back, but I skipped a whole week, Riz. It was an unfortunate circumstance, but we were supposed to do anime last week, but I'm gonna throw it in the bin and recycle it, use it another time. But today we're gonna do Picasso style paintings, and that is greatly because of this painting right here. So, remember the week before last, you weren't here, unfortunately, but it was cool. I did quotes with Miss Elaine and RT3. Shout out to them. They watching online. They're gonna try to paint along. So I got to make sure I'm interactive with the cameras. You know what I'm saying? But I had this quote left over. It was from Picasso. Art washes away the soul. Yeah, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Pablo Picasso. So I made a painting out of it, Riz. What you think?
I like it a lot.
So I got, these are people, Picasso type stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I like that.
And then it's where it's like water, you know, washing away from the soul. But yeah, there's that. That kind of inspired this whole day. And then along the way, I did this one, which it reminds me a lot of some Picasso style stuff, like when he painted the dove on the little screen and stuff like that. Like this one, it reminds me a lot of some Picasso inspiration type stuff. So I brought this one along to talk about today. Now, these two I did last night studying up on Picasso, but check out how they go together. My top, it go either way, you know what I mean? Check that out. Boom. Like if you were to stack them,
Yeah.
it goes either way. Even when with the shadows, you can have them facing away from each other or facing each other, and it kind of,
Hey.
you know, you got to think outside the box. If you're doing Picasso, you got to think like Picasso, because that man did some wild stuff. It's hard to keep up with. But with that being said, I had this one prepped, and then Miss Rios is working on a howdy. I got a howdy man, she got a howdy lady. So we're working on these two. But I'm gonna do one more just because I like doing two at a time to kind of make you see how I did with my backgrounds align, you know. But I'm gonna do a man, like this howdy cowboy right here. If you check him out, all his like features are more angular. That's one of the things that I learned from Picasso is whenever he does his guys, like they're a little bit more angular, a little bit more rugged. Now, whenever you get the females, everything's more gradient and more smooth, except for that little poop over there. Nobody heard that, Riz. You're good.
It was the paint.
It was. It was the paint. It was Taco Bell. But I got both cameras rolling.
It was me.
Hey, y'all have known. All right, so definitely gonna do another cowgirl, just because. Now, beware. They told me back there a while ago that they about to run this nail gun up in a minute, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we're not gonna leave her schnoz that big. I'll do the hat. Not gonna lie, I like doing Picasso stuff, Riz. This is definitely a new calling.
No, for sure.
Look
I was telling you earlier, my good pal E is really into Picasso.
I like that guy.
Tell me a little bit more about that. How did E and P get so close?
So, really, I like his style of stuff. That's really, the biggest inspiration. But I like doing abstract art. That's definitely one of my strengths as I'm learning it, as this art journey continues. And like, It's just something about abstract stuff that makes the world go round, and like his attitude towards art is really kind of what my biggest inspiration would be, because like he's very free and don't care what people think, and you could tell that as his art progressed, because like whenever he started, he was a lot more of a perfectionist than trying to do what people wanted him to do, and then as he progressed in his career, just started being a little bit more free and having more fun with it. But that's kind of how I feel towards it. I definitely see the similarities, but at the same time, I try to learn all of them though. I don't want it to just be one-dimensional either. But at the same time, I really like to do the abstract style stuff. So I don't like how that turned out. Where's the eraser? Come save me, eraser. That's why I be trying to sketch them out, because I be messing shit up, Riz. I do. But sometimes it's best to just grab a brush and go. See, that's a quick little story about Picasso. Of course, he's known for so much stuff, it'd be hard to just go on a tangent. But like, I gotta get my inventory up because I got this event coming up next weekend. Gotta get everything, a whole bunch of stuff. Definitely bit off more than I could chew, but whatever. It's the first time.
I know the feeling.
I know.
I think it's gonna go well though. People be here for art-based.
We'll see. They don't always be like that whenever.
And it'll be a weekend. People will be excited.
All right. Here we go. Let's see how this goes this time, Riz. Doing it at home is easy because you can do it at your own pace, do your own little breaks. But it's cool. I'm finna kill it. I'm gonna do the background first. So that's where I started at yesterday. I started on the background so you don't have to come back and work on it afterwards. You can really just get it where you like it, and then come back and focus on the face. One thing about painting is you gotta let that stuff dry before you do too much.
Yeah, that's a lesson I'm stubborn on.
Yeah, it happens. But fortunately, this is just acrylic, so it don't really dry too terribly fast. I mean, too terribly slow. If you had some of that slow drying stuff, man.
Like some oils or something?
Yeah, them oils. Them oils. All right, so. See, look, this one got a hole in its ear. I sacrificed an old canvas for that. All right. I don't know if I should put that there or just leave it like that. It's dangerous right there. Oh well. All right, what does it look like on camera? Can everything be seen? What's up camera 2 looking like? There we go. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is, per example, I did opposite backgrounds, but I made them match. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I do on the other, I got to do to the other, obviously. But at home, I'll be using my color wheel, and I pick from opposite sides. And I'll just grab one and grab the other. But this time, I ain't got my color wheel on me. I ain't gonna look nothing up. I'm just gonna freestyle, so. What's a good background color? What are you doing over there, blue?
Yeah.
Make sure I don't do the same, so it'll stand out a little bit. Do green. And green and pink. Do green and pink.
Who don't love pink?
Green and pink. All right. We're gonna. Yeah, it'll be all right. Do pink first. You know what, camera 2, you might have to stay over here for a sec. You're gonna have to watch from this angle. Yep, because it's about to get messy. I don't know if I should be doing this on the old rug. Sorry, don't tell nobody. If I make a mess, Riz, I'm not gonna say it was me. Oh, as I said it, first splatter happens. Nobody saw that on camera. Nobody saw that on film. Yeah, Riz, I was looking forward to last week doing anime. I found some cool little, some Dragon Ball stuff. I did a Dragon Ball, getting ready for it, but I didn't end up using it. Just adding it to the collection for stuff coming up. Yeah, the old truck decided to
That's crazy.
give up on me, man.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah, me too. All right, I'm working on the next phase, whatever it is. I'm figuring it out. Either way, I gotta sell some art and do some art, make a lot of art. Yeah, I got an idea that I gotta make August productive. But yeah, the event that I was talking about earlier, the auction, it's the end of summer. It's like we're doing a live auction on Sunday, and then on Saturday, we're gonna do a bunch of workshops, or a couple workshops, probably do some family friendly type stuff. But then mainly just try to highlight the art, the artists that came, stuff like that, get a lot of good content out of it. And my goal is for everybody that shows up as an artist to have content when we leave, you know what I mean? That way, if it's more about the experience for us instead of trying to make money is the number one goal, you get disappointed. So I'm trying to make it more about experience, as far as everybody that shows up is gonna get a little traction out the deal. Because if we could all get, 1,000 views, or 1,000 views actually in one building is a lot, but on the internet it don't seem like much, because you see people that get you know, hundreds of thousands of views and millions and all the big numbers.
Yeah, no, 1,000 is a lot.
It really is. Like, even
1,000 people trying to jump you.
imagine 100 people in the same room.
Yeah, big.
You know, like, that's how I be looking at it. Imagine if that's how it was. Oh, I need plate. Dos plata. You need a plate or you good?
I got one.
Oh, I looked in the wrong tray. All right. There it is. There's my plate. I ain't need that much green at all. All right. So yeah, when I do my backgrounds, I always try to do something to make to add my little twist to it before I even get going good. That way, if I try to be too serious at the end, I'm covered. That's what we need. You already got water too? Look at Riz, self-sufficient.
Huh.
You must have done this before.
Once or twice.
Me too. I'm getting better at it. It's the talking part that I'm still gotta work on a little bit.
You're doing pretty good today. How bad? I should be helping more. I should be buying.
No, you're good. I'm gotta be on top of it. All right, so there's that. Yeah, I looked up quite a bit of stuff on Picasso, Riz. Like, I started looking at his paintings, and you started looking into the actual info behind the stuff. Next thing you know, it's a long night.
Quite the rabbit hole.
It is.
Do you have a favorite painting?
Not really. I mean, they're all really cool, but I guess his bull painting, he got a couple of them, but like, actually one of my Picasso quotes that I did when I first started doing the painting stuff, like, one of those bulls was probably one of my favorites. Like, it has like green, and I had to check it out online and show you, but they're all really cool, and like, it'd be hard for me to say, yeah, I like that one because it's famous, you know what I mean? But some people like others more than his famous stuff. Me personally, ain't none of my stuff famous, so I don't know how else to compare it. If I was famous. I'm thinking about doing a collection called If. You know, like doing quotes like if I was famous, or if a bullfrog had wings, it wouldn't bump his butt, but actually make the bullfrog with wings, you know, like making sayings into paintings or something. I'll do a collection pretty soon. Maybe when the weather cools down and we get trapped inside. But As you know, that don't happen too often. Ain't much trapping the busy people. So tell me a little bit about the Howdy Hoedown going down this Friday, right?
Yeah, this Friday, August 14th. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a rootin' tootin' time. It's the best little dress up dance party in Texas. Everybody's gonna come out. They're gonna listen to some club hits while dressed in some country fits. You know, there's gonna be food there. We have the Lifestyle hot dogs coming up, setting up shop.
Yeah.
We have a fella here, one of our vendors, he does boozy tres leches cakes. So you can get you
Really?
yeah, you can get you assorted cakes that are infused with, some alcohol. There's some ones without alcohol, for the kids. We got a couple of different cool vendors about to be out here. We got a hat above the rest doing custom cowboy hats. Yeah.
Huh, that's cool.
I heard my good pal Edavinci is going to be there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there painting for sure. I'm gonna do some live paints. I gotta build my inventory up for that stuff coming the next weekend. The thing is a game. I got every chance I get, I'm trying to do at least 2 or 3.
But yeah, it's just gonna be a real groovy time. We're gonna be in our giddy up gear, listening to some good music, dancing the night.
So it has to be a country fit.
Yeah, so says the theme. Yeah,
Oh,
people
man.
gotta have at least a little something rootin' tootin'. It could be you wear a little bandana for all I care, but you gotta have the spirit within you. Like it's like going to a Halloween party in normal clothes.
Well,
you can't do that.
I mean,
And people do that.
they do.
But they're lame if they do.
Yeah, well said.
And the Howdy Hoedown.
Don't
is
be
no
lame at the
zone.
Howdy Hoedown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be groovy. Good
So you got
music.
performers or anything, or is it just like a party?
No, just a good old fashioned DJ
Oh,
set.
cool.
It's gonna be a good old fashioned dance party, a hootenanny, if you will.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know what all was like entailed as far as that side of things. Cause I know when Riz the promoter gets involved, you never know.
You never quite do.
I'm
Maybe
looking
there'll
forward
be
to
some surprises up my sleeve, but yeah, it'll be cool. Doors open at 8, and the sound sheriff, our esteemed DJ, Riz Scarelli, will be on the ones and twos.
So you're
at
DJing the whole
9.
night?
I am, yeah. From
Sweet.
9 to midnight, I'm on the boards.
Hell yeah. So it's last till midnight?
Yeah,
Cool.
sure enough.
They got that machinery back there farting. Means they finna fire up the real Racket Maker. Racket Maker 5000. Be all right. All right, so I'm in the spirit, Riz.
I'm excited to bust out my bolo tie. For sure.
I can't say that I have one of those.
I recently got one on Amazon, but it's been on my mind. I don't have a wrapper chain yet. I think it would be cool to have an iced out bolo tie. Like instead of the string, like have a chain and then the pendant be
Huh.
you can shift. I don't know if that's been done, but I think that sounds
You might be onto something.
right.
You might be. I haven't heard of that one either. Iced out bolo. I'm sure you think of some clever stuff to go with it. All right, you see that? This is like my #1 brush, paper towel wad.
yeah.
Oh my God, I use that stuff for everything, Riz. Plus, I'm kind of controlling my splatter since I'm over here on the nice rug. I don't want to get too splatter crazy yet. Place still new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Riz, I've learned whenever you do stuff like in sets of two, if you can find ways to incorporate them, goes a long way. Like, you don't want it to be the exact same, but at the same time, it's cool. It's
Yeah, it's cool. It's like your painting has a twin.
I think artistically it looks better too, you know what I mean? If you have multiple pieces that match.
Yeah.
Like my living room is starting to not match anything. It's just a bunch of randomness. Whole bunch of randomness.
I'm sure when you walk in though, you're like, oh yeah, an artist lives here.
No, damn slob lives there. I got all kinds of stuff everywhere, Rhea. I'm talking about, I got stuff, and other pieces of the puzzle at home got stuff. But man, especially since I started doing more art, like I buy equipment, buy stuff I don't need. But that's the life of an artist. I see it online. Other people say it too. Oh yeah, it's loud. Them boys is loud back there. All right. What do you mean that's not even the nailer? All right, so now I'm gonna swap out and I'm gonna finish out the green side. I definitely should have did some more green going that way. Just like that. So what I'm gonna mix in with the green. I'm not gonna do blue. I'm gonna say blue for the face. It's not Picasso without a blue face, right? What color is your face? I gotta see.
It's a purple. I'm about to go in and layer some other things on top of it. But definitely a purple base for sure.
Hello, how are y'all? Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
So yes, I'm sure. I'm assuming you've been in this space. In this space, yeah. Okay. So.
Down here for the workshop, right?
Well, I semi-am, but I'm also. She's showing me around.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm supposed to teach her at the end of the at the month.
Okay, I was talking about y'all not here for tonight's workshop.
I think she, I mean,
I
she
was
kind
thinking
of
about it,
is.
I know I'm late, so I was
Oh,
just
I mean, you can always jump in.
I might kind of jump in and jump
Yeah, no worries. It's cool. You can go ahead and show around. I didn't know if I needed to.
We met at Winkle, so I was like, you know what, if we can go meet up at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was sitting over there and at Waco Ale, and then it popped up that this was going on tonight. I thought, oh, I'll just buzz over there because it sounded really interesting.
Well, cool. Yeah. Let her. She can show you around. I'll be here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be here with Ria's talking for a little bit.
Howdy. Hi.
I didn't know what to do with my hands there for a sec, Riz. I was like, oh no. Are you here for me? All right. So I guess I should do darker green. Oh yeah, they're killing it back there.
Killing something.
All right, so this is a good spot for me to pause. Where we at? We at 30-minute mark. Boom. All right, we're gonna pause right here. I'm gonna come back when we're almost done. Bam, 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 and we're back, just like that.
Boom.
As you can see, the sun went down a little bit. Faces got a little bit more complete, but just a quick rule of thumb. Picasso taught me one thing. With the guys, he always does a little bit more angular stuff, and with the girls, it's a little bit more smooth. But it ain't always the case. As I learned in my journey with the old Pablo, entered the mind of a madman chasing down Pablo, that's for sure.
Welcome to the mind of Romania.
That's what it felt like. All right, we finna do this outline real quick. I say real quick, but the outline is kind of really what sets that Picasso stuff apart, because he be killing them outlines. Boom. Yeah, Riz, before we get out of here, make sure we do some content for the How They Hold Down.
For sure.
I can talk about these. We can talk about coming up in 2 weeks instead of this weekend. 'Cause that would look real foolish on the old camera talking about, yeah, this weekend, next weekend. Well, you know, you still got a whole minute. You can calm your little butt down.
What can I say? You're excited.
No, it's not. I don't think excited is the word. It may be a part of it, but at the same time, it seems like it's already here.
Right. I feel like this whole time, the How They Hold Down felt so far away.
Oh yeah,
And then before I knew it,
it's here now.
yeah. Like, how'd that happen?
Welcome to art. I definitely think door prizes would be a cool option. Something to get a little chit chatting. I'll add these to the pot just to cross promote both ways. Another good, I guess, content driver you could do is like comp like a meal or two for somebody that shares a post or something for you. Like get some people, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know necessarily
No, for sure.
the best way to do it, but if you could get I don't know, because Nick be killing it, man. I definitely want a hot dog. Dude, I'm hungry.
I did tell him that I did need staff food. So, and I told him it'd probably be about 4 people, but 4 or 5 people. Well, I think it's only 3 for real. So
You may be
there's
able
some
to,
wiggle room there.
I'm finna say, you may be able to throw one in to whoever can get the most social media traction. Be like, you get 10 people to show up, they own me. Or, I wouldn't say that, but Oh no. Look at them bright old eyeballs right there. Ooh. No. Shouldn't have done that. Almost messed that one up. That's like the worst feeling in the world. You get to the end of some stuff and make a hideous mistake.
That happens sometimes with makeup. In a lot of ways, makeup and painting are the same. Like
Well,
earlier,
it's very similar. I can see that.
earlier when you said paint takes up a lot of room, I was like, I'm knowing because I know that makeup takes a lot of room, so I can only imagine what any other stuff to do it on. Like I can't imagine how much room paint takes up for sure.
I think now that I take stuff with me, doing all the workshops and stuff, I've noticed how much more it is. Cause like at home, it don't seem like a lot because it's stored already. Mm-hmm. But whenever I take it with me, it's like, man, I got 5 totes now. But you can't get them too big because you're traveling. And they got to separate a little bit too, so there's that. Mix it all up, it's hard to find stuff. Yeah, I definitely made her nose a little bit. What you think? Not you. Pretty big nostrils, but I had to overcompensate. I had an issue I had to fix. Shout out Abstract. Shout out Abstract indeed. All right, so one of the cool things that I did learn from Picasso whenever I was studying is like, he uses his outlines for shadows and everything. Like, if you notice on one side of the face, he makes it a little bit thicker. I try to emulate that just to give him that same shadow effect, because a lot of the work, if you go check it out online, one side or the other, wherever the shadow side is, it'll be a thick line. Like one side will be the brush turn on its side, and the other side will just be the wide end. Like kind of how this one is. You notice how her face is a little bit. I did the same thing up there, and even with the guy, same thing. But yeah, it's just a little helpful trick when you get to that point. I'm gonna try to blast through this end just to get done on the logistics side. Oh, stuck together. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, nailed it. You see that? A hell of a catch, Riz. That happens quite often. All right. Let's finish this bad boy out. All right, I did hers pretty quick, so maybe this little guy will go quick as well. Knock his little howdy hat out. Not gonna lie, Riz, the biggest dilemma going through my brain about the old hoedown is, what would I even wear?
Ooh wee.
You know?
You ain't got no boots.
I ain't got no boots. There's a
Don't you live
snake
out
in
the
my
sticks?
boot.
You ain't got no camo or nothing?
Huh?
I said, don't you live out in the sticks? You
Man,
don't have
I
any
got
camo or nothing?
camo for days, Riz. I can do some camo.
There you go. If you're not thinking, take it down, down, you can think like Duck Dynasty or whatever. Anything, you know.
I can dig some camo.
Yeah, there you go.
I got 50 shades of camo. So yeah, the next morning I do have an event though.
Oh yeah?
So I'm gonna just leave my stuff packed up in the car.
Where you got going?
Skellington, they're doing a outdoor market, so I'm gonna go bake away in the beautiful August sun. It'll be all right though. Ain't tripping. I haven't really had too much luck at his market yet, but I've only been to a few.
Well, that's what's up. What kind of stuff do they usually have there?
Well, ironically, like whenever I'm doing some of these other markets, a lot of people suggest I should try going to the Skellington markets because there's a lot of people that are into my type of style, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely going this week. And I'm probably gonna be painting.
Fork found in kitchen.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I've learned this at going to the East Side markets. After you get set up, you get all good to go, that first little wave hits, and then it gets boring. And if you don't do something to keep you occupied, you start thinking about how hot it is. You start getting ready to go, getting impatient, be like, I'm just ready for the pack up. But as soon as I start painting, next thing you know, a whole hour and a half, 2 hours and pass by, and it's 30 minutes to pack up. You know what I mean? Shoot. Catch me outside this weekend, I'm gonna paint just to make that time fly by. Crazy how it works, but it seems to work.
No, I feel it. Keep your mind and your hands busy.
So the last painting I did at Eastside Market, my boy Corn from Hummingbird Labs, he was right next to me, right? And as soon as we got set up, this dude on a lawnmower started mowing across the street. And it was blowing grass right onto both of our booths.
Damn.
Of course, he's selling food products, so, you know, you gotta clean his stuff up a little bit quicker than mine.
Yeah.
But that first 30 minutes, an hour was a constant battle between a lawnmower man and the wind. So on the painting that I did Brotherwell with me and him in our booth, and he had tortilla chips flying out. I had my painting strapped down because, you know, that's kind of my deal. But yeah, it was great. Had our old friend the Wind. I did a big old painting of him. It was cool. I like it. That's one of those, I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or not, but it's also one of those, I don't know if anybody else would even buy it or not. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody but me.
Sometimes that stuff be cool though, when things have like a secret backstory.
Yeah. But that's what, you know, like them famous artists, it'd be their self-portraits and the stuff that only them that would care about that'd be the most valuable. So, you never know. Maybe when I go, the Brotherwell wind painting will be the juggernaut that I should have sold while I was alive. Oh no. It's creepy quiet in this place.
I know, huh? Makes me wish I could whistle.
Make you appreciate a good DJ. Bing, bing, bing. The only inconvenience that sucks about using a DJ whenever I'm recording is the YouTube side of shit. Like it'll block parts of your video and stuff like that, and it's like, it wasn't even like the predominant thing in the video. Why would y'all block it? But I guess everybody gotta get they rights. They still pay you for them. Boom. Add me a few splatters. Then I'm gonna wrap her up. Oh yeah. Didn't tell nobody. Oh yeah. So a good rule of thumb is if I'm doing 2 canvases that match, whenever I start doing my splatters, I'll alternate them off. Like if I'm doing one way, then I'll switch them out. That way, no matter how you hang them on the wall, you'll still have pieces that overlap or that kind of line up. I could do stuff in pairs all day long. That would be the most ideal way to do it, but then you got twice the stuff to carry around. I got enough trouble getting rid of the stuff I got. There, you see the whole shirt. Boom. All right. Do a little green. Really all it needs. Boom. All right. I'm gonna call that good. That way I can go ahead and finish the camera side of things. Yeah, that's it. That's it for Picasso night, episode 5. This is gonna be Howdy Man and Howdy Gal. These will be available at the Howdy Hoedown. But yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in. What you think? How'd I do, Riz?
Very nice.
Look kind of Picasso-y. Yeah. Shout out Pablo Picasso, the influence, the man, the myth, all the above. But yeah, that does it for episode 5, Edavinci Art Show Wednesday workshop here at Cultivate Waco. And shout out Riz Corelli for joining me and we're talking about the Howdy Hoedown we got coming up this weekend.
This Friday, August 14th.
That's right. Y'all come out. We're going to be right here at 924 Austin. Boom.